Okay, Mudville Nation. All three of you watching right now.
Team too, right? Kind of just
77 degrees, gentle wind blowing in from center field, straight towards home plate. Blue sky with some high clouds. Final game of this Caba West wood bat tourney. We're playing in one of the consolation games. And after this, we get on the road and drive 4 hours to Sheridan, Wyoming for a 10 a.m. Mountain Time at-large game tomorrow against the team from Sheridan. Maybe a doubleheader. I guess that depends on how many arms we have left in the bullpen. Been fairly light on pitching this trip and have played a lot of games. We're the visiting team today, so we'll be batting first in the 7 a.m. contest. Warm-ups this pitcher at about a 75-mile-an-hour fastball. 65. Fours in center field, yep. Looks like Andrew Graham's going to be leading us off today. I'll have to announce the lineup as we go. I didn't get a lineup card. I'd imagine Andrew's playing shortstop, his usual position. And we're underway. Graham takes a hack at the first pitch, sends a soft line drive into right field. It's going to drop in front of the right fielder for a leadoff single.
He'll be up third. So after this pitch, he'll be up.
So leadoff single for Graham. Good start for the Muddies. Number 24, John Short. At the plate. Looks like number 5, Cole Williams, is on deck, and that ball misses. Oh, called a strike. Breaking ball in there, strike one. Looks like Cole Williams is on deck, and Rory Shanks is in the hole, batting fourth. And breaking ball misses low. Catcher makes a good stop, keeps Graham at first. And 1-1 pitch coming. Graham takes off. Throw is going to be up the line and goes into center field, but not far enough for Graham to be able to take advantage of it. So stolen base for Graham. And a called strike. 1-2 count on Short. And he swings at a high fastball. Single into left field. Graham is going to be held up at third. Throw's going to come into the cutoff. So runners to the corners with nobody out. Looks like 9, yep. So Cole Williams will come to the plate with an RBI opportunity here early in the first inning. Runners to the corners, no outs after back-to-back singles. They're doing a little grounds repair at first base. A chunk of the turf is just a patch of turf right in front of first base on the way to second. Looks like it's removable and Let's have a Velcro or something. They're just putting it in place. And ball's back in play. And Williams looks ball one, or ball in the dirt. Well, the ball's bouncing in there. Graham's going to be looking around at third for a pitch or a pass ball. Runner goes, and we're going to get the throw fake down to second. Graham doesn't bite, so stolen base short. Runners in second and third. Nobody out. 1-1 count here for Williams. And he sends a fly ball in a shallow right field. That's probably not going to be deep enough. We'll see. Graham is going to try it out. Here comes the throw. It's going to be up the line a little bit and bouncing, so Graham is going to get in there safely. So it's a shallow sac fly to right field for Williams. Gets the job done. Graham's got good speed, and that throw is a little off target, so Graham tests the defense and wins. This brings up Rory Shanks. It looks like J.C. Worsham's on deck. And breaking ball, strike one called. Short's on second base. He's more in position. And that breaking ball just misses. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. And another breaking ball drops in for a strike. 1-2 count to our four hitter, Rory Shanks. Trying to get a base hit here and add to the Mudvilles' lead. 1-0 here with one out in the top of the first. And he sits on a curveball, sends it to the left of shortstop, ranges over, long throw, and that's going to be short. Bounce over the first baseman, go out of play. The run's going to score, and Shanks is going to be able to go to second on that throw in there. I think that was an error, yeah. It would have been close, but I think a good throw probably would have had him. I was chatting with our game changer scorekeeper there about that play. It would have been close at first base, but I think a good throw would have probably gotten the out. So that was being scored an E6 in my unofficial book. But he gets the job done, puts the ball in play, and puts the pressure on the defense, and gets us a run. J.C. Worsham, it's a strike one. Sam Biggers on deck, it looks like, batting in the sixth hole. And good eye takes that breaking ball low. His pitch doesn't throw very hard. A little hard for me to distinguish between breaking ball, changeup, and his fastball. We're putting it in play, finding the gaps. We haven't hit a ball super hard yet. This pitcher's kind of hitting his spots and keeping us off balance. And there's a chopper to first. It's going to get the runner over to third, but Worsham's going to be put out on the unassisted put out by the first baseman. Route number 2. Just Biggers to the plate, number 27, Jeff Shoop on deck. And fastball to strike. So 2 in here. On 2 hits. And a sac fly and an error. That's ball 1 low. And another chopper. This one the pitcher's going to field it. Takes a little bit of a bounce off the turf, but he's going to haul it in, throw to first for the 1-3 putout to end the top half of the first, but not until Mudville scores 2 to take an early lead. No announcer here today playing music between innings, so I won't have to jump up and mute my microphone. Some of you may have noticed that on a couple of the archived videos, the audio is all scrambled and makes no sense, and I think that's because I didn't mute my mic fast enough, or there was walk-up music, and YouTube has a way to pick up copyrighted material on these live casts that are done, and if they pick it up, they will scramble the audio. Not supposed to be access broadcasting copyrighted material on our live streams without permission, so at these ballparks where they play music between innings, I'm going to try to mute the mic to prevent that from happening. And then it's really hard when there's walk-up music when you're playing a home team like they were doing in Helena. So it looks like Shanks is at third base. Graham's at shortstop. Biggers is at first base. Lennon Jones is in right or left field. Preston Pierce is on the mound.
Oh, that's not bad.
I think that's Shoop in center field. I can't see his number. Maybe Aiden Carter in right field, but I'm not sure. Stay tuned for that. And big number 9 steps to the plate, leadoff hitter for Premier West, and he takes the ball. The first pitch. Fastball misses away, 2-0. And that fastball must have just been a little off the plate. We have a 3-0 count. And that's fastball right down the middle, strike 1. And this is high, ball 4. So leadoff runner aboard with a walk for Premier West. Brings up number 8, hitting in the 2-hole. Number 22 on deck. And strike 1 called. Ball 1 misses high. Wendell leads this after scoring 2 runs in the top of the first. Runner on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the first for Premier West after a leadoff walk. Go over. Runner's back in plenty of time. Cole Williams behind the plate for Mudville. Another throw over. Same result. Man, good fastball. Just misses on the outside corner. 2-1. And throw over again. Runner back safely. Here's keeping him close. Leadoff hitters usually stealing bases. Expecting a steal attempt at some point during this inning. And that's fouled off the end of the bat. Wide of first base. 2-2. They'll throw over. And the 2-2 pitch is high and throw behind the runner. Almost had him. The throw bounced in there. He gets in under the tag. The full count 3-2. And another foul. Straight back. Keeps the count 3-2. And he lost his grip on that pitch. And tie for ball 4. So, a couple of back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the first for Premier West. Brings up their 3-hitter. Just to get some runs back. Just misses high. Good fastball. 1-0. And fly ball into deep center field. That's going to get down and roll up against the wall. It's going to be hauled in by, I think that's Shoop out there. And the cutoff and the third of the plate's not going to be in time. That's going to lead off, or that double, stand-up double is going to score 1 run. But good to get that ball in quickly and prevent that second run from scoring. Brings up the cleanup hitter, number 7. A couple RBIs sitting out there for him. Takes a called strike 1. Pierce now into the windup. And that misses high. 1-1. And a shallow pop-up to second baseman. Hauled in to the first out of the inning. Runners will have to stay put. Runner on second. Pearson trying to step off and go into the stretch. Oh, sorry. Runner's on second and third. Who's going to stay in the windup here? Batter called time. And the ball's back in play. This is high. Ball 1. And nice breaking ball, drops in for a strike. And another good breaking ball. Swings over the top of it, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadville trying to limit the damage here. Runners on second and third with 1 out, 1 run in. Leadville leads 2-1 here. That misses high, evens the count, 2-2. And ball 3 low. And the 3-2 pitch is fouled back. Count remains 3-2. And just misses low. Got walk will load the bases here with 1 out. So let's see how we're going to play this defensively. Middle infield stays back, as do the corners. So playing for the double play, looking for a ground ball. Pitch is low to the 6 hitter, number 4. Ball 1. It's only 1 hit this inning, a double, the RBI double. And that misses low and outside, 2-0. Fastball taken for a strike. And swing and a miss. Another good fastball. Evens the count at 2-2. And fly ball into medium depth left field. Caught and cut. The ball's going to be not cut off. Well, the ball gets thrown around a little bit. So the ball was coming to home. Shanks did not cut it off. He's the third baseman in the cut for home from left field. And that, as the ball went past him, that left third base open. And so the runner on second advanced to third to throw down. Wasn't in time and ended up on the ground. And the runner who just was on first base advanced to second. So sac fly now with runners on second and third for the 2 outs. And that misses low ball. So we have a tie ball game, 2-2. And called strike, number 5. Use the count at 1-1. And fouled back and out of play over the third base dugout. 2-1, or excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still only one hit in this inning. Just misses. Looked like a strike from here, but umpire says no, so it counts even at 2-2. Breaking ball misses. Full count. And good fastball. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. But not until Premier West scores 2 runs on 1 hit and 3 walks. 1 strikeout for Pierce in that inning. And Shoop due up to lead off the top of the second. And he's batting 7. I don't know who our 8 and 9 hitters are.
My turn. I can't decide which one to go to.
Looks like it's going to be Shoop followed by Lucas Barney. Playing second base today. Either Shoop or short in center field. I'm not sure. Try to pay attention next inning and see the numbers here, but this is Shoop coming to the plate. Lead off the top of the second for Mudville. Lucas Barney on deck, and it looks like Lennon Jones holding the bat there, and the dugout is going to be the 9-hitter. He's on in the ball here for us. Shoop looks at ball 1. Strike 1. And he swings at that curveball, late swing, fouls it out, not a play to the right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And another late swing at a good curveball. Stays alive, fouls that one out of play too. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that misses low, 2-2. And called strike 3. Right on curveball, right on the inside corner. Brings up Lucas Barney. It's strike 1 called. Sometimes slow pitching's harder to square up after you've been seeing a lot of hard throwing pitchers, which is what we've been seeing here the last couple of games. That's fouled. That's going to be out of play. 0-2. And the umpire gives Barney time after the pitcher had started his windup. So he goes ahead and lobs it in there and resets here. 0-2 pitch. And it just misses with the curveball. Good eye. And swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 2 down here after a pair of strikeouts from Mudville. This brings up the left-handed Casey Lennon-Jones. Ball 1 low. Playing left field today. And pops half out of play. 1-1. Andrew Graham on deck, top of the order. Jones can reach. And he lays off a good curveball. Ball 2. And that just misses as well. Good eye. 3-1. And called strike 2. Full count. And that sends a slow ground ball to third baseman. Comes over and can't glove it. Bobbles it on the ground there, so Lennon's going to reach with 2 outs. Lennon-Jones on first, 2 outs, and that brings up Andrew Graham, trying to get a 2-out rally started here. Reclaim the lead in this 2-2 ball game here in the top of the second. And that pitch misses outside. Ball 1. Throw over. Not in time. And Graham looks at ball 2. A lot of breaking balls from this pitcher. We haven't really been able to square one up yet. A couple base hits. Nothing hit really hard on Mudville yet. And there goes the runner. Throw down is going to be high and going to center field, so that's going to stolen base for Lennon-Jones. Center fielder's backing up, so he's going to stay right there at second. Third stolen base of the afternoon for Mudville. So that sets up a RBI opportunity for Graham with 2 outs here. 3-0 count. And ball 4 high, 4th pitch walk. There's John Short coming up. Had a hot bat the last couple of games. And an opportunity to give Mudville the lead. And he hits a shot in the left field, but the left fielder's right there and is going to make the catch. Turned him around a little bit. Had to make kind of a jump to catch that, but he's going to haul that in, and that's going to fly out to left field's going to end the threat. Score remains 2-2. You hit it hard, hardest hit ball of the day, but it's just a long out. 8-9 hitter coming up here for Premier West. I think they're out of Colorado. Best weather of the tournament so far. It was cool the other day, but really windy today. It's probably 80, 82 degrees, nice breeze coming straight in from center field. So it's Shoop in right field, Short in center field. Preston Cheers remains on the mound here to start the bottom of the second. And batter number 2, batting in 8 hole, takes a call for a strike. And fouled out of play to the right side into the parking lot. Quickly 0-2. And a slow dribbler to the pitcher. Preston bounces off the mound, throws over, and Jiggers hauls it in. Out number 1 on the 1-3 putout. And this brings up the 9th batter in the order, number 17. Top of the order, 2 up after him. And swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Yeah, it's just Indiana boy.
Just misses high. Swing and a miss at a good curveball. Good sequence of pitches there. That ball bounces in there for ball 2. 2-2 count. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So Pierce on the strike zone this inning. This brings up number 15. Is this a sub or are they batting 10? Do you know?
I can't figure it out. To me, it's batting 10 right now.
Yeah, number 9's on deck, so they're batting 10. Yeah, so they're batting 10. And that's a strike. So,
This is 15.
yep.
Yeah, so that's all like, gotta be batting 10. I don't know if they're lineups.
It looks like Premier West has a 10-man batting order, which I'm not sure the tournament rules, but most tournaments allow that. An extra hitter. Taking advantage of that today. Mudville's batting 9. It's a 1-1 count. And a fly ball into medium depth center field. Short is under it, hauls it in. The fly out to center field will end the inning, and after 2 innings, it's a tie game, 2-2. Do it for Mudville, Williams, Shanks, and Worsham. All right, Cole Williams to lead off the top of the third for Mudville, adding in the 3-hole playing catcher today. Sacrifice fly ball in the first inning. Clayton Mudville's first run of the game. And breaking ball drops in for strike one. And a hard ground ball, line drive through the gap to the right of the shortstop in the left field. It's going to be a leadoff single. And Ben Porter's going to courtesy run for Cole Williams, who's catching. And Rory Shanks will come up with a runner on first, nobody out. Be a good bunt situation, but I think they're hoping Rory will drive one into the gap. Porter starts to go, then stops, and then is thrown out at second base. Yep, and it was a called strike. And a line drive into left field. So a 1-out single for Shanks. And J.C. Worsham, DH today, comes up and looks at strike one called on the inside corner. And that misses inside, 1-1. Ball two. And check swing, foul ball, 2-2 count. And a fly ball into deep right center field. The center fielder's tracking back, makes the catch in front of the warning track, and Shanks is going to have to return to first base on the long fly ball. It's out number 2. This brings up Sam Biggers. And that pitch is high for ball 1. And ball's low. Gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Shanks to try to advance. 2-0 count. And a chopper to the first baseman. Pitcher comes over to cover, and that's going to be the third out of the inning on the 3-1 putout. So 2 hits, no errors, no runs. We go into the bottom of the third. We're still tied 2-2. And top of the order here for Premier West in the bottom of the third. Leadville has 4 hits. Premier West only has 1. And it's ball 1. Ball's low for ball 2. Ball 3, low again. And strike 1. 3-1 count. And strike 2 called. Batter checks his swing at a good fastball. And that one pitches high. And that'll be a leadoff walk. Second time the leadoff batter, player number 9, has walked today. He scored in the first inning after walking. Brings up 2-hole hitter, number 8. And he says bunt. The throw goes back behind the runner, and he's safe. And that's going to be ball 1. Batter pulled his bat back. Williams threw behind the runner at first base, who was leaning towards second, expecting the bunt to get down. See if we see another attempt at a sacrifice in this tight ball game. The runner goes, throws down, and it's high, but he gets the tag down. Nice play by Graham to haul that high throw in and get the tag on the helmet of that runner, sliding into second. So that erases the leadoff walk. And we have a 2-0 count. All 3 in. Three-one count after that good fastball strike. And popped up onto the infield. Graham's calling for it at shortstop. Camps under it, calls it in. Out number 2. And number 22 batting in the 3-hole comes up with nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And strike 1 called. Ball 1 high. Breaking ball called 2 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 22. That'll be a double in the first inning. He's going to take that fastball in for ball 2. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nice pitch. So Pierce works his way out of the leadoff walk. We go to the top of the fourth. Game tied 2-2 after 3 full innings of play. Due up for Mudville, Shoop, Varney, and Lennon Jones. 7, 8, 9 hitters. All right, Jack Shoop to lead us off here. Looks like strike one. 4, nobody on, nobody out. Game tied 2-2. And a hard one hopper. Shortstop makes a great play on low throw, dug out by the first baseman. Gets Shoop out at first for the first out of the inning. A 6-3 put out. Number 10, Lucas Varney, second baseman, batting in the 8th spot here today. Looks at ball 1.
Yes, sir, Lucas.
Something wrong. Pitcher's equipment. Pitcher, I don't know if he had a bracelet, necklace, but he's throwing it into the dugout. You can pay attention, didn't see if the umpire asked him to remove that or he just realized he shouldn't be wearing it. All right, 1-0 pitch on the way. And ball 2 for Varney. 2-0 count. And a fly ball to center field. Center fielder ranges over, hauls it in for out number 2. Well hit, just a little under it, and not far enough in the gap. Good play by the center fielder. This brings up Lennon Jones, left fielder, batting in the 9th position here in the order. And he squares around, shows bunt, but pulls the bat back, takes ball 1. See if he tries it again now that the third baseman's on high alert. And he swings away and sends a routine fly ball to center field. Center fielder camps under it and makes the final out of the inning. So center fielder getting some work that inning. 3 up, 3 down. That ends the top of the 4th. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for Premier West in the bottom of the 4th in this low-scoring affair. Okay, here we go. Pierce back on the mound for his 4th inning of work for Mudville. And number 7 to the plate, batting in the 4 hole, sends a soft line drive into left field. It's going to bounce in front of the left fielder and result in a leadoff single. So, number 24 walked in the 1st inning, batting in the 5 hole. See if they try to sacrifice again here. They tried that last inning with the leadoff runner before he was caught stealing. And called strike 1. No sign of a bunt there. And a ground ball off the glove of Pierce, and it goes into center field. And that's going to be back-to-back singles, runners on 1st and 2nd. So it was a hard chopper. Pierce got a glove on it, but just like nipped the end of his glove and continued on into center field for a base hit. So Premier West trying to put something together here. Back-to-back singles to lead off the bottom of the 4th. And the bunt attempt is fouled back. Pitch is high and out of the strike zone. Gonna expect this again. And doesn't show bunt that time. Cole does a good job blocking the ball in the dirt to keep the runners at 1st and 2nd. 1-1 count. Timeout called by the batter. And the 1-1 pitch is high. 2 balls, 1 strike. And it popped up behind home plate to the left side. Maybe room for Cole Williams. I know that he makes the play. It's probably out of the field of view, but he made the play about 5-6 feet in front of the backstop fence to the left of home plate. Out number 1. So Premier West decides to play for the big inning rather than the sacrifice bunt. And it costs them an out. Runners stay put. And number 5, batting in the 7 hole, struck out swinging in the 1st inning. And he sends a fly ball into shallow center field. Short coming in, makes the dive, but can't get the ball. It bounces behind him. Casey Lennon Jones backing him up is going to haul it in and send it to the cutoff, but not before 2 runs score. A good effort. Couldn't quite get to it. So 1 out still, runner on third. 2 runs in, and another bunt attempt. Looked like a safety squeeze. The runner was not breaking hard. Number 2 grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning. Coach Boyd's going to come out and talk to his infield after seeing that bunt attempt. Making sure everyone's on the same page about what they're going to do, depending on if there's another bunt, where the ball ends up. No one count, runner on third, 1 out here, 2 runs in. I'm sorry, I'm going to take that back. Only 1 run scored on that double on the last play. Trying to walk and chew gum at the same time here, announcing this game, keeping a book and seeing what's going on the field. And that's going to be a ball. Runners in second and third with 1 out, 1 run in. And Carter's going to throw behind. So Cole's going to throw behind him, and runner's going to be back in time, just safe at third base. That was ball 2, 2-1.